So as you can see,
all right, I got the pendulum.
so what we need to do, so I'll back off, let you hang that, because like I said, I've tried to hang a pendulum, and so it's for a blind person, it's a little difficult, if you know what I mean.
Okay, who you harassing in here?
I'm not harassing anybody.
You don't think so?
Lord, no.
Lord, no.
He's fixing our clock, Sharon.
Oh, really? Nice.
And so,
Caden's fixing it?
Yes.
Wow. Good job, Caden.
it's, I've known a little bit about these things for a while, and so,
I think there might be a reason.
I don't know. You know, I'm more on along the lines of a cuckoo clock myself.
I've seen those.
I can't hang. I'm struggling to figure out how to hang that.
Oh.
I might not be able to hang right now.
Well, I wonder if the weight could possibly be in the way there.
No. So, do you feel how this has two little hooks on it?
Yes. So there's.
I don't know how to hook it on.
So let me see, and I'll show you what the problem is.
Okay.
So this little thing, it's called this is called the pendulum bob. That's supposed to go like that. So it's here on the bottom. Okay. This little screw is what you turn to basically regulate, if you will, the timekeeping.
Okay.
And so with this, we take, it's like I said, I don't really know how to do it, but we have to take this little stick, and I bet that's at least 4 foot. Wouldn't you think?
Well, I found the thing you're supposed to hook it on, but I think it might be missing a piece. Maybe not. Let me see one more.
I love the way that sounds, though. And one thing, tell me your name again.
Jenna.
Jenna? Now, one thing, Jenna, that you need to know about this thing needs to be taken in to get oiled about 2 to 3 years.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
After you get it fixed?
Because did you hear how slow that chime was?
Yes.
Well, sometimes what happens is the mechanism and everything, when it runs, the gears turn, and what that does is it releases oil to keep it running.
Okay.
You know about how a car does that with gas?
Yeah.
Well, a clock is basically the same stanza, if you will.
Oh, okay.
It's the same situation, okay? So you have the oil, which is running on the oil, which you also have the oil, which basically goes exactly kind of like a car's gas thing does. And so,
I think this is a part of it. Jaden, there's some more pieces down here.
there's more pieces down there.
Oh.
But anyway, Jenna, it's basically just like a car does with like gas, you know.
I've never seen clock. Well, I've seen about it.
You've never seen a clock? What you have now?
But
Never fixed one before.
Oh, I figured it out. I got it, Caden, don't worry.
But so if you take this in about 2 to 3 years, that
I kind of figured it out.
that's going to be a professional, which is going to basically oil.
Hey, Caden, can I put these weights down? Or will that mess things up? Can I take them off real quick?
Do you know how to put them back on?
I think so.
Because as long as you know how to put them back on, because so we're basically doing what's called an overhaul, okay?
Or how do I make it so it just goes back down to where it was? Do I just tighten it all the way and then it'll come down? No, that's not how.
You can't do that, because if you do it too far, it's going to wind up stopping the clock in total.
Well, how do I?
So we have to
How do you make the weights drop?
all three.
Just the one in the middle.
So right now, well, see, the weight is connected via 2 chains. Whoa, a little too fast there. Because when you do it like that, the chime rods, it's important not to try to unhook those, because, okay?
Well, I just need to get the middle weight to go down so I can get my hand up there.
It's going to be, oh my, that's all the way up there. So we have to,
You just pull?
well, I'm gonna have to figure out. So this is supposed to, boy, man, this thing, you can definitely tell that this was made good. So what we're supposed to do oh, we got it on, it's probably not on, we got something up here, because,
So do you know how to get the middle weight down?
well, what we're gonna have to wind up doing is we're gonna have to wind up, because we're gonna have to let it sit there and kind of tick for a little while, because from what I know of,
Does it drop as it ticks?
yes, it
So
does.
can we just wind it around a bunch?
Wind it around a bunch.
Can we just put it on silent and then just move the hands until it ticks down far enough?
That's not, because the hands, when you move the hands, see, there are 3 weights, okay? This one is the chiming. Then you go up here, you got your striking. The only thing that controls this weight is this right here,
Which is what?
the pendulum guide. See that little thing moving back and forth?
Oh.
That's the only thing controlling that weight.
So can we move it really fast?
So it's not gonna be easy because you've got all these chime rods and everything in the way. But also you could also, to see the reason why, based off of my experience, that you wouldn't want to, is because you have Something's up here. I bet that's what. The clock. So yeah, it's important not to do like that because that could mess up the chimes and everything from it.
Well, let me see if I can hook this pendulum. Yeah, move over.
And so now what we're gonna have to do is, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to wind up. Man, that. So we have. There it goes. But yeah, you kind of see what I'm talking about there.
Mm-hmm. So I know how to get the pendulum on, but there's another piece with a couple prongs that I just need to find what they hook onto.
Oh,
You want to scoot out of the way real quick? I can try to figure it out.
so usually the way a pendulum is you have your pendulum. What I bet it is that little, do you see that little part there, how it was just a little stick? Well, normally it's supposed to have a little hook, you know, like just a little old bitty hook.
Yep. I just need to find what to hook it onto.
Let me, if you don't mind, it hooks onto here.
Yeah, but what does this hook onto?
This hooks on to, that hooks onto what's moving back and forth there.
I don't think so, because
Well, this must be kind of a,
because you feel this hook right here. So I'm pretty sure that's supposed to go into this, and this up here hooks onto something else.
yes, it does. It
And
does,
so I'm
because
trying to find what the second piece hooks onto. But it's high up there and I can't see.
I never knew we'd be assembling a pendulum today. So, you know what I mean?
You just never know what you're gonna get into.
But yeah, I mean, as you probably know, this clock's from about the 70s. It's one I'd definitely like to have.
Maybe it's supposed to just sit. How come it's not ticking anymore?
Not ticking?
Yeah.
Because the clock, supposedly it's supposed to have an autocorrect feature, which, oh wait. So supposedly, we've got...
Did I mess it up with putting the pendulum on?
No, it's not what's putting the pendulum on. So supposedly what has happened is...
if it's on there right though. That's the thing.
So do you see how it struck 12 there? So what I'm gonna do is take it around again, and
But it's not ticking on its own anymore.
it may be because
How's it going?
Good.
Going good. Just these.
Maybe some of that
Yeah.
next door.
oh, it's the autocorrect feature. Holy cow! What was that?
That was me. See, now it's ticking. I think when I hooked on the pendulum, it was too heavy, and I didn't have it on right. You see how it's ticking on its own now?
Yeah, it's just that it wasn't on right. You know?
Yeah. Here, let me see. I'm gonna scoot over real quick.
Yeah. Alright. So you noticed when after it finished chiming, how when you set it and it wasn't chiming there? The reason why is this clock has an autocorrect feature. Okay?
Which shuts it off when it's not working right?
So earlier it was doing quarter till, so it was on 15 and it was chiming quarter till, and so the mechanism tells it basically, hey, that's not right, and so it shuts the chime off for 30 to 45 minutes, and then when it approaches the hour, it puts the chimes back up and running again. Okay?
This moon dial is really getting in the way. It'd be too much work to take off though, wouldn't it?
I'm afraid so.
Okay, I think we're in business. I think I found it.
And so now, after that, see those little side, when we get the pendulum up and running, I'll show you something. Because it's going to make the clock only sound so much better. You know? I think that is so stinking beautiful. Jenny, you got a beautiful clock over there.
Yeah, I wish it was mine, but it's not.
Well, I wish it was mine too. So I guess that makes two of us.
I'm impressed that you know how to fix this.
How on earth is this supposed to hook on?
You're impressed what, Jenny?
I'm impressed that you know how to fix it.
So that little thing, if you see another hook there, that little hook, okay, you just put that on there, and it's supposed to
Support the pendulum,
and
right?
it's supposed to hang there on the, and the pendulum's supposed to hang there on the.
I can't find what it hooks onto though. That's the problem. So I understand where the pendulum hooks onto this little rod, but what the rod hooks onto is what I can't find.
Yeah, let me
Because up here it's like a perfect fit.
get down here and if you want me to, I'll get down there and I'll see if I can find it for you. Jen, I think we're getting closer for you.
Okay, great.
You've got a clock that I think we've about, if we can find, so I found one of the issues of why it wasn't running at all.
Okay.
I found one of the issues. That weight was almost completely touching the floor. Okay?
Okay.
It was hooked up, but it was almost completely touching the floor. And that weight gives the clock power. The weight is basically like the engine, if you will, for the clock, because it gives the clock power. Okay.
Kind of like the momentum.
What?
Momentum, like gravity pulling it down.
Yes. That's exactly what it is. It's gravity that is pulling the weight down as the pendulum swings on the clock, and as the chimes do every quarter, half, quarter till, and then it...
All right, dude. I'm taking the moon dial off. If I can.
The moon dial is gonna be hard.
Feels like it's just connected by a screw.
But one of the reasons that it wasn't ticking at all was because that weight, it gives it momentum, as he said. It's gravity pulling the weight down, okay? And so you have you have gravity pulling, sorry about that. They have gravity pulling the weight down, which gives the clock power. You know, kind of like a car engine, if you will. You know, like our reference, if you will, like a clock, or not a clock, but a car, and everything. You know, the engine gives that the car power. Well, the weight basically gives a grandfather clock power. Okay? So you have that, and then you also have the oil, which is like the car's gas, which will let it run. So it's basically two things working together, if you will.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think whoever built this,
You think what?
whoever built this had a couple, because there's a couple pieces of brass that are pinned together that were inside this hook, and I don't know why. So I took them out, but I assume they had to be there for a reason. I'm not sure why.
So they were pieces of brass where?
So you feel this hook, right?
Yes.
So inside the hook, when I found it, there was pieces of brass. They're kind of sharp, don't cut yourself. In it.
Oh, well, that brass is what holds the hook on.
To what?
To the brass slides on to that, and then it goes onto here, with what I've felt before. I've seen some clocks that do that. And then you also have so the way the pendulum works is
I see. Okay.
So that brass slides onto the hook and goes
let me try this.
to here. You kind of seeing how it's all coming together?
Mm-hmm. I think I've had this thing upside down the whole time.
The hook?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going, don't take the weights down. You know? Sometimes, because the weights are what keep it running. You know?
Okay, we only have about 10 more minutes.
All right.
Play around with that.
I think we're getting into.
We're not playing, Misty. We're working.
We're getting in.
They've been working hard.
I think we're getting in business here. Cause we're.
I'll be here tomorrow, so.
You got Evan in there trying to.
Yeah, I'm his eyes.
Your eyes is in there working for you. I would say like my grandson said, how is that working for you? I said, hey.
But yeah, it's all. And then another thing. This clock. Uh-oh, I'm sorry about that. You have what's called an ergos movement inside of there. Ergos is the company that makes it. And so you have what's called an ergos movement inside there. And so the company is Ergos, and it's a triple chime movement, which means it comes with 3 different chimes there. I've got it set to Westminster because that's just what is.
And just let them know the break starts at 2:45. We usually give them a few minutes to get back to the other side.
2:45.
2:45. Yeah.
And then I have O&M at 3:45 as well.
Got it.
So I need to come back over here to the admin to do that.
You know, I think maybe the reason the pendulum was down was it might need to be repaired.
Well, that could very well be.
I'll tell you what, I am gonna do some research,
and
we'll come back.
But
We have a few minutes tomorrow,
let me.
and we can come back and try to figure it out.
Oh, okay. And another thing. Sorry about that.
You're okay.
But another thing is. Uh-oh. So that's that. So that when I'll show you something, which is only going to make it sound a whole lot better. So you hear that one rod vibrating all the way?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do, you probably need to get it kind of out of the way because I'd hate to hit you with the clock door. So this here, you see those little side panels there? We need to take that off, and then we need to, unless that's not a side
I
panel.
don't think I think it's not. That's just wood.
Oh, okay. Well, this is a neat little clock. I mean, but what's going on is these so also this doesn't only play a Westminster, but you see this also has other chimes as well, which I'll demonstrate. Let's see what time it is here.
Well, Mr. Harrison, it's about time for us to get going.
Alright, well, so, huh? You need me to come back tomorrow?
Or
Well, we think we've figured it out.
Okay.
So your pendulum seems like it needs a little bit of repair work done on it. And so, good buddy of mine does clock repair, and so I can get you hooked with him if I need to.
Well, I will be there tomorrow from probably 8 to 12:30. So if you need to come back, you can.
But we think, but yeah, we've got the issues, and so do I need to stop the pendulum guide, or
Will it stop by itself?
it'll be a while, but so I'll go ahead and there you go.
Perfect. If you don't mind closing the door so it doesn't get turned off again when I walk by, that'd be great.
Spin off.
And then
There was a piece of tape over it. So
Do I need to put another on it?
you might. Looks like it's alright.
oh, well, I know I just found another issue with it. So on the door where you would put tape,
Yeah.
that screw used to hold a little clip.
Yeah, there's a bunch of screws and
Okay.
I think the clip's down in the bottom.
Okay.
That's fixed.
And so the clips are what would keep you would twist one direction and it would open for you, twist another direction and it will have it closed for you.
Okay, perfect.
So and so that's just, but it's pretty much staying closed just like it is right now.
Okay, great.
If
you.
if you happen to need anything, just meet me either in the cafeteria or in well, I mean, yeah, the cafeteria would probably be better because that's just where I'd probably be. But you know, I'm glad we found the issues, and
Yeah, thanks for taking a look at it, Caden.
absolutely.
See you later, others.
All right. Well, and so yeah, I'll do some research for you, and I will see what I can do, what steps we can take to get it fixed.
Okay, that sounds like a great plan. Have a nice afternoon.
Hey, you too.
Thank you.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye.
And that is that.